Let's go ahead and jump in with your oracle cards and your tarot cards and figure out what this person thought when they first saw you. So the first card we have is the Black Egg. Okay. This really shows me that they were very impressed by you when they first saw you. Let's lay out some of your tarot cards and see what else we have. We have the Six of Pentacles. Let's move this down where you can see. The Two of Wands, definitely impressed by you. The Ace of Wands. The Four of Cups. Okay. Yeah, this person was truly drawn to you and impressed by you when they first saw you. This Two of Wands energy is making me think that for some of you, you didn't meet this person face to face the first time. So that might be true for some of you, that this was a long distance connection. You might have met this person like through a dating app or through some other kind of app and messaged them. But however it was that you did first communicate with this person or make your first connection with this person, they were very impressed by you. This person felt like you were really sure of yourself when you first met. In terms of knowing who you are, so I don't mean that in like in a conceited way. It just feels like they really felt like you were sure of who you were and what you have to share. I think they admired your honesty and then also appreciated how down to earth you are. For some of you, this person did see you at a distance at first, so this isn't necessarily like we were talking about before where this was a messaging app, but like that you were there in the same place as them, in the same location as them, but they were looking at you from a distance. I think that for some of you, you might not have even known that they were seeing you, but something about you caught their attention, and I'm picking up on like it was like the dress you were wearing, or it was like your hair, or something physically about you really caught their attention, and they might have been kind of like eyeing you for longer than you realized. Before you realized that you had officially met this person, they were already looking at you. I hope that doesn't sound creepy, but you definitely caught their eye. Not getting like a creepy stalker sense from that. I'm getting like they were watching you from across the room thinking, I have to get to know that person. I really want to meet that person. There was something that was sort of radiant about you that really stood out to them and caught their attention. It's like you were impressing them with your authenticity even without speaking a word to them. So I don't know if the two of you even spoke on this first meeting, or the very first time that they saw you. You may not have even spoken to them, but there was something that was very impressive about you. This person liked, most of all, they liked the way that you dive right in. So if this was someone that you were having a conversation with, whether that was on a messaging app or in person, face-to-face conversation, they noticed right away that you're not really that big on small talk, that you like to discuss real things, like you want to just get right to the point. I'm kind of seeing that for some of you, you could have been in a debate with this person right from the start, but it feels like conversation was really interesting and they liked that about you. They liked that it wasn't just like, oh, hey, how's the weather? You know, like you really had something to say that was sparking their interest and their attention. It could have been that you shared something with this person that you're deeply passionate about. You could have discussed a topic that you get kind of fired up about, and they were able to see you come to life in that way and really get to know like something about you, you know, like something that's personal to you, get to know you on a more personal level right from the beginning, because you were so authentic and you were so open and communicating about this topic. I think that it's like they really love that you didn't just scrape the surface, and that's super intriguing to them. But I think that this person views you as someone who really like has their ish together. So somebody who like has plans and who has a future ahead of them. This could be because of topics that you discussed with them. If it's not, it's as odd as it might sound, it's almost like you just looked like you have your ish together. So you might have been like dressed really nicely, or there's just a certain confidence about you. But yeah, I'm picking up on the fact that this person felt maybe even a little intimidated by you the first time that they met you, but they really loved the fact that you seemed to have a lot of depth to you, that you really seemed to have like a lot going on, a lot going for you. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting. They felt like you have a lot going for you, like you have a future. It could be that you have a lot of plans for the future, and it also could be that you have a lot of responsibilities. If this person saw you juggling a lot of responsibilities when they first saw you, or when the two of you first met, this could be what gave them the impression that like you really have stuff together and you really have your head on straight, because it seems like you're able to balance a lot of responsibilities, and like there's a certain maturity to you. For some of you, I think you might have met this person or seen them for the first time, like in a social setting. So they could have seen you interacting in a social setting and thought that you have a lot of friends, or that several people were demanding your attention. So this could have played into that kind of perception of really having a lot going on and having a future. There was definitely an immediate attraction on their end with this Wands energy coming through. There was definitely attraction for you as soon as they saw you. The thing about this is, I was going to say the funny thing, but I guess it's really not that funny for this person, but this Four of Cups energy, they didn't think you were interested in them at all. The reason that is funny is because maybe you think that you did everything to let them know that you were interested, but for some reason they didn't really think that you were interested in them. It could have just been like some insecurity that they were projecting on you. It could have been because they were seeing you being quite social, and maybe you were talking to a lot of different people, and they were kind of thinking like they don't have time for me. But yeah, there's this feeling that like you wouldn't be interested in them, or like a person like you wouldn't be interested in them for whatever reason. There's definitely that coming through in the reading. Like I was saying, it could just be that you were really engaged in other things that were going on. Something else had your attention, but it feels like they didn't think that you were looking at them quite the same way that they were looking at you. That they were kind of feeling super attracted to you, and thinking that you likely wouldn't feel that way about them, or like you didn't notice them at all. I like this Six of Pentacles energy here. They were seeing you as someone very generous. So this is like, it could be generous with your time or your attention. This could kind of play into why they might have felt like they were a bit ignored by you, if that even makes sense, because you may have been in a setting where like you were under no obligation to give them any of your attention, but it does feel like you might have been kind of preoccupied doing other stuff. But they saw you as somebody who was very generous with your time or your attention, someone who was very giving, so they probably saw you interacting in a very kind way, maybe even helping someone else. This could have been during the time that you weren't quite sure that they were even noticing you. But there is kind of a feeling that this person thought you might not have time for them. You might not have enough to offer them, at least at the first part of them seeing you. I think for some of you, this is a case of they were seeing you from a bit of a distance, and they were seeing you interacting with other people, and they were seeing you looking nice and very pulled together, and kind of feeling like you might be out of their league. And then when the two of you did talk, there was a lot of depth to the conversation, and you were really intriguing to them on more than just a physical level, which there's definitely physical attraction here. So yeah, they were very drawn to you physically, and I think drawn to your ability to carry a conversation, even if that wasn't with them. They were drawn to that, but they didn't seem to think that you were very interested in them. So I wonder why. Let's look into these next two oracle cards to see how their feelings have changed since then. And for some of you, this could be how their feelings are going to change in the future if you haven't really like gotten to this point in the connection. So let's see. We have security. Oh, I like that. And we have hope. Okay, I like that security card coming out because with this Four of Cups, this person wasn't really sure that their feelings for you were reciprocated the first time that the two of you met. And I think with security coming out, it's like, it's just them gaining a little bit more confidence and acknowledging the fact and like learning, finding out that you are actually interested in them too. So this could be that the two of you just haven't had a lot of time to communicate and there hasn't really been an opportunity for you to express that to them. But it looks like sometime in the future, or maybe this has already taken place for some of you, they've gotten to a point where they're like pretty sure that you like them back, and that's always a good thing, because being in that uncertain place, it like the relationship can't really move forward if they constantly are thinking that you don't like them. So I like that energy. It could be that you've expressed more interest in this person, like you've had more time to just express more interest, to be a little bit flirty with them and let them know. But yeah, and also the security card can point to them wanting to move forward with something stable. So this could be their desire to kind of enter a more committed relationship with you. The hope card, again, beautiful energy for this. If you haven't moved into this area of the connection, it looks like things are going to deepen. Where we know things are reciprocated, we know that there's kind of a hope for the future. If you can see the figures on this card, like it's two people embracing. So it's just like, I think they're seeing this relationship deepen. They're seeing that it could go somewhere, and they actually have they're positive about it. Like they're thinking positively in terms of this connection. Let's look into some more of your cards to see what other messages we can get. We actually have these two cards already out on the table. So we'll look into your astrology card. Maybe we'll flip them at the same time. So we'll look at your astrology card here, and then we'll flip over this original card that you selected and see what message is on that card. So let's see. We have earth element stability. Okay, I love that message. This is kind of a bit of a repeated message when it comes to like the security card. So I like that. This shows that this person's approach to this connection is one of stability. It's not, they're not rushing into anything, and they're really looking for something that's a bit more grounded than just like a quick fling. And I like that energy. Let's see what this card says. This card says, wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. Okay. This person is moving forward with a more gentle approach when it comes to you. This might be different for them, so you'll have to kind of take this as it resonates based on your knowledge of this person. But this might be something a little different for them. They might be somebody who really rushes into things. The fact that this physical attraction was present in the very beginning of the reading and in the very beginning energy of this, like when they're first seeing you, there was physical attraction. They might be somebody who has been more prone to jump into situations based on physical attraction. But with you, they immediately saw a depth, and I think it was just the way you presented yourself. Like you presented yourself as somebody who really has like things going for you, and somebody who could have a deep conversation and could actually explore new ideas with them. So they're really approaching this in a more stable fashion than they might have typically. They're not rushing into anything. It feels kind of like they may have in the past rushed into things and kind of just rode that wave until the spark fizzled out, but they want more of like a slow burn when it comes to you. They don't want it to just spark and then fizzle out. So they are taking a more tempered approach when it comes to this. They don't want to approach you in an aggressive way in any way, or anything that could even be perceived as aggressive, and that might be also some of your energy. You might kind of give off, just exude the energy of like don't approach me like that, you know, like approach me with something real, approach me with something stable. Don't just approach me like all fire energy, everything really fast and passionate. You likely want more depth, and I think they can pick up on that about you, and so they're trying to approach you in a slower, more calculated way. They're trying to be more careful about how they move forward with you. There is also the element of them potentially being afraid at some points in this of being rejected or of scaring you away. We did have this Four of Cups energy, and it does look like ultimately they will find more security when it comes to your feelings for them, but there could be a period of time where this person does want to move a little slow because they're not sure of their feelings towards you. So that could be touching on not their feelings towards you, on your feelings toward them. They might kind of want to test the waters and make sure that you are feeling them the same way they're feeling you before they move forward too quickly and embarrass themselves. So that could be kind of an element of that. But yeah, they're taking a slow and steady approach when it comes to you, and they're allowing things to unfold naturally, as this card says. I think sometimes this person has to really hold themselves back. It's taking a lot of restraint for them to kind of use this tempered energy around you, because there is a lot of attraction and it's been there since day one. They've noticed that, they picked up on that right away, that they were very attracted to you. But at the same time, this connection seems to call for a more stable energy, for something that just appears to be more stable. I don't mean that that there's not actually stability, but I think this person really wants to present as somebody who can offer stability and somebody who's not going to rush in. If this is someone you've known and you kind of know that they have a history of maybe going from relationship to relationship, or they kind of move through things fast, or they don't have deep feelings when it comes to relationships, they have more of like a hookup energy, then this is them really proving to you that they want more than that with you. So yeah, that's what I see for you. That's what this person was thinking when they first saw you, or when the two of you first met. They definitely think really highly of you, and they see you as somebody who just draws a lot of attention. You certainly drew their attention right from the beginning, but yeah, they kind of see themselves in this odd position of like trying to get your attention when you could have the attention of so many other people. Yeah, so in that way, maybe a little bit insecure feelings at first that grow into this really secure feeling. So that's wonderful energy. I think I will leave your reading there. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for this kind of short for me reading. If you like this video, if it resonated, please don't forget to like it, leave me a comment down below, and subscribe if you feel like doing that, and I will see you in another reading sometime soon. Bye.